Okay, project Sunbeam. We've just had a move around, shift around in the garage, and all I've done is basically take the tank off and the saddle off, so to kind of expose engine mountings, having a good look round about how it's going to entail to get the engine out of it. So yeah, it's looking good. It's just looking at the amount of work that is actually involved in it. I mean, take the tank off, it's actually quite. I'll show you guys a little bit closer around it. Let's have a good look. Now she's sort of up in the air, and we've definitely got some oil leaks happening. Looks like it's been built with well seal on that before. Good stuff, good stuff. Not a problem with well seal. Yeah, it's looking a bit wet down the side of that crankcase there. So what we have looks like essentially we've got stabiliser come engine mounting there, main engine mounting there. So we've got a big engine mounting there, a smaller engine mounting there, and if we can just get under here, we've got one just on this big, like, rubber donut sort of. But yeah, she's a little bit wet. In fact, she's drips on there, quite wet. But do you know that? Well, actually looking through there, that hole there, it looks like we could have a little bit of a rear crank seal issue. Is that a rear crank seal problem? Running down onto there, onto the drain plug, and kind of making it look as if it's a drain plug issue. But anyway, all will become apparent, I'm sure. Yeah, to the paint. Now, and the wiring as well. I don't think there's anything wrong with the wiring as such. I think this could probably just benefit from like being stripped back and rebound up, you know, with the new Tessa tape. But as you can see, it kind of just comes off with your fingers, you know. So yeah, I think my next move is probably strip off mud guards and get them out of the way. We don't want to be dinting anything or taking chunks out of anything in any way. Not sure what a little toolbox perhaps, is it? I don't know what that is. Yeah, I opened these up. We've got battery in here. Wiring functional. Functional. Let's be polite. Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, it just wants a bit of attention, doesn't it? But I actually took the battery strap off earlier, so that, you know, that straps it up. So we move round. I keep pressing the button on this camera so I can see what you're seeing. Yeah, still connected. Lights on. So still connected, but here we have in here. Cool how we've got like a spare bulb holders, little racks for spare bulb holders. Main switch, lighting switch, ammeter. The ignition coil lives in there, so obviously out the ignition coil up into the distributor. Yeah, an earth there of some description that's actually, well, it's on the engine, so it's, whoa, jeez man, what did that touch? What's touching? Hate these things. I mean, we're going to put, at the very least, amp connectors in here. The little waterproof, safe I think that must have just touched something, that copper wire that's showing there. Something was arcing and sparking away there. We have got a fuse in there, thank God. So what's this? Is this some kind of electronic ignition in here? Looks like it could be a boiler or something like that, but until I get it off I can't quite see. Anyway, we can address this wiring issue. I mean, look, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not ripping the back out of it, so to speak, but I think it could do with a little bit of looking. I don't know if you can see that in there. The more I move in with the camera, the less you can see. So anyway, onwards and upwards, as they say. A lot to do. First thing I'm going to do now is disconnect that battery. So yeah, back a quick heads up on the paint. Definitely ready for painting. I don't really know what's been going on here, but you can just but anyway. So there we go. We're that engine will look so much nicer when she's been cleaned up, vapor blasted, new gaskets in it, you know, do a valve grind, that sort of stuff. Just set it all back up, you know. So we've got brass nuts on here. I believe they're brass nuts, so again, stuff like this all vapor blasted up will look really cool. Anyway, there's the next stage. So rather than watch me fumble around with AF spanners and what fits what, we'll pick it up on the next one when we've actually done a little bit more. Okie doke. Okay, a bit more progress. Just been banging up the bits and labelling stuff. Yeah, we're missing the back wheel now. Wow, they don't make stuff like this anymore, do they? I mean, the bracketry and stuff that holds everything on this, it's, you know, would be a modern van's engine mounted, you know, that just for bolting, like, for instance, a battery box on or something like that. But yeah, we're making progress. It looks to me like the motor's got to be, there's three anchor points. One on the front here, one on the top there, and one under the back of the gearbox here. So I think what's got to happen is kind of let me get this generator through. That's the this dynamo through. So I think I swing it back into this area in here to get the front to clear the loop, and then maybe even rock it towards you. I don't know without trying. It looks like perhaps this way, coming out this way. So yeah, mucky. You know, everything's dirty. Everything's but yeah, we're getting there. So wielding the AF spanners and the. Oh, sorry, not that one. That one's a 13. Just to prove it. Just to prove it. He says, I can't even find one now. Or did I put it all back? They're all here to prove I've been. Yeah, there we are. There's the 916s and the 5/8s. Just to prove. And the 916s. Yeah, we'll just give them a light down there. I mean, there is some bolts on this that have been put back together like nuts and bolts that are metric. So somebody's been in here and put, nothing wrong with it. It's just finding what fits what. So wiring, I've taken plenty of photographs of. I'm going to have a go at tidying this lot up because we had a couple of little sparkings and stuff when I was moving the wires around in the box. Could do with rebinding the old tape, you know. At worst, as we say, when you just rebind all that up. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's just she just wants rebinding up, making it look neat again. what I am going to have to look into, because it is the first time, I'm one of these virgin of these, you know. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I've taken off the cap, the lock bolts, cap on the top, but this is essentially the axle in here. So the springing part is that there must be some kind of a spring in here for a rebound. So all of this, I don't know if it has to be compressed to get it out of the frame, or how it all comes out. So I'm going to research that a little bit more, and obviously get the drive box off. So now we're making progress. So we'll pick it up when we have a little bit more to show. Crikey, crikey, crikey. Right. Now, my name is Garth. After lifting that out of there, that gearbox, I'm now called Garth. Believe me, wow. Anyway, gearbox out the back. I thought my policy was to try and separate the two to try and make the job just that bit easier for me. So she's kind of just sitting on the jack and the front engine mounting at the minute. And good job we've got this loop of a frame in there to remove the engine, because wow. So anyway, it's final kind of I think I've got my shitty clothes on, excuse the expression, but I knew it was going to be a dirty, filthy job today. I mean, I know it's an old bike and all that, but it's absolutely lathered in oily sort of. So yeah, I've got my shit gear on, but to get this out, it's a case of having to be. So now I'm not sure what kind of weight this is going to be. 5/8, by the way, 5/8. Whether this is manageable on my own, soon see. That's not a frigging slot in there, is it? No. Let's make sure. Just take the battery box off. We're getting a little bit precarious now, but we're all right. We're just about in need of a tool up. Yeah, put this over here. Battery box, and then I've got to strip everything down that's kind of on the table, on the dissecting table, to decide what's going for blasting and what isn't. And that was trying to spin the whole rubber. I think I've just got away with it. Yeah, I mean these rubber, this is just about to fall off. This kind of stops the sway side to side. That one just fell off. That one in there, you know, just there's one tiny bit of rubber left, look, holding it on. Anyway, we know we're going to be needing new bits and pieces. This stud of this rubber bobbin now is hanging through the hole. I don't know if I've made a rod from my own back here or not. I'm trying to do this. Shouldn't be too bad. Famous last words, eh? Shouldn't be too bad. He says. Right, what I want to do, I'm going to put that back for a minute. If I can. It'll let me. Just a bit of a safety net for a second. Yeah, where's he want to go? So it wants to jump off the just do a little bit of a weight check first. I think here. They just want to stab me in the chest then, so it's not much better that side. I do think it's, I suppose it could come out anyway. I think the gearbox definitely had to come out that way. But see, these footrest mounts, you can only swing them out of the way to a degree, but I'm going to go can we tilt it back that way on that jack. Right, I just want something next to my chest here. If that's going to stay, stay. Bit old, right. Not too far from it. A bit of a zip up. That Dolph Lundgren torso that you can see there. Anyway, hang on. Here we go. This will do. My kneeling board, right. What I don't want is Prem coming with us. That's where I'm slightly cautious on. I wonder whether we wait to do this till there's somebody else here. Oops, too late. Right. Bigger. Yeah. Some say I'm too old for that. Me included. Right. Yes. Well, what a day. Anyway. That's wow. Do I deserve a glass of wine tonight, eh? Who knows? Hey, look at that for a loop frame. Kind of reminds me of the old black BMs, just, you know, at first glance, but it's a lot more to put off it, yeah, and we've got to get the drive box out. I need to research this back suspension malarkey here, so obviously headstock faults, and that's pretty straightforward. And having said that, to get to the point I've got it to, there's hardly a bit left on the frame anyway. Once I take the drive box out, we're pretty much, yeah, we've got footrest take off. It's going for blasting. It's so chipped and paint off everywhere and chunk. I mean, look at this on the bottom here. Just paint flaking off everywhere on it. I mean, back in the day, they used to be, what they stove enamelled. Whatever it is, it's thin. This stuff that's on this, but you just, I mean, look, paint just coming off in your hands. So, right, before I lose where I am, I'm going to bag up and label up the remaining bits that are now on the bench and the tool up, and then we can regroup, perhaps a cup of tea, and yeah, we'll go for the next one. Right, stay tuned.